The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Doubt thou the stars are fire, doubt that the sun doth move, doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt this above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. When he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with nine and pay no worship to the garish sun. When he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with nine and pay no worship to the garish sun. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. To be, or not to be, that is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to, 'tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life, for who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would fardels bear, to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickly door with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia. Nymph, in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.